You sit there knowing exactly what needs to be done. The task is clear, the deadline is real, and still, you don't move. The screen is open, the clock is ticking. Your body is here, but your focus is somewhere else. You tell yourself you'll start in a minute, after one more scroll, after one more break, after you feel ready. But ready never comes. Not because you don't care, not because you're unmotivated. Something deeper feels wrong. You've called it laziness before. Maybe you've heard it from others too. But that word never fully fit. Because lazy people don't feel this pressure in their chest. They don't feel this constant awareness that they're capable of more. Your days follow a familiar pattern. You wake up already tired. Not physically, mentally. Your mind is cluttered before the day even starts. Unfinished thoughts, unanswered messages, things you should have done yesterday. You reach for your phone, just to check something quick. One notification becomes 5. 5 minutes become 30. And without realizing it, your attention is already scattered. The day moves fast. Meetings, tasks, conversations. You stay busy, always reacting. By the time you finally sit down to focus, your energy is gone. You push anyway, half focused, half present. You promise yourself tomorrow will be different. You mean it. Every single time. At first, it's confusing. You don't understand how someone who wants change this badly can keep avoiding it. You know what to do. You've watched the videos, read the advice, made the plans. So why does it feel like you're stuck in the same place? Then confusion turns into frustration, because you start noticing something uncomfortable. People with less talent than you are making progress. People with less awareness are moving forward. And you start wondering what's wrong with you. You try to force motivation. You hype yourself up. You tell yourself to just push harder. It works for a day, maybe 2. Then the cycle repeats. And slowly, quietly, regret appears. Not regret for failing once, but regret for repeating the same pattern while time keeps passing. You don't feel lazy. You feel trapped, like you're constantly running, but never getting anywhere. Here's what no one tells you. The problem isn't you. The problem is the system you're living inside. A system that rewards distraction. A system designed to steal attention. A system that drains your mental energy before you ever touch what matters. Comfort is always available. Entertainment is endless. Urgency is artificial. Your environment pulls you in 100 directions and then blames you for not being focused.
Now isn't
You were
the right
never
time.
meant to perform deep, meaningful work in a world built to interrupt you every few seconds. So you adapt. You multitask. You respond instantly. You stay connected. But busy isn't effective, and movement isn't progress. The invisible enemy isn't laziness. It's constant stimulation. It's living in reaction mode instead of decision mode. It's postponing meaningful effort because avoidance has been made effortless. And tomorrow becomes your escape. Not because you don't care, but because the system keeps pushing discomfort into a future that never arrives. But here's the truth. Nothing changes by trying to feel more motivated. Motivation is fragile inside a broken system. And this is where everything shifts. Highly effective people don't rely on motivation. They rely on identity. They stop asking, "How do I feel right now?" and start asking, "What does someone like me do in this moment?" This isn't about pushing harder. It's about aligning your life with who you're trying to become. Discipline isn't force. It's clarity. It's removing friction between intention and action. Discipline is self-respect in motion. It's deciding that your future matters enough to protect your attention. It's choosing structure in a world that profits from your chaos. When your system supports focus, discipline stops feeling heavy. When your environment aligns with your values, action feels natural. Discipline isn't a cage. It's freedom. Freedom of guilt. Freedom from constant self-negotiation. Freedom from hating yourself for wasting time you never protected. It's the power to choose one thing and stay with it,
to finish what you start, to trust yourself again. And slowly, something changes. You stop fighting your own mind. You stop relying on willpower. You stop calling yourself lazy. Because you realize something important. When the system changes, behavior follows. Not overnight, not dramatically, but consistently. And consistency rebuilds confidence. You start to feel calmer, clearer, more in control. Not because life got easier, but because you stopped working against yourself. So maybe the real question isn't, what's wrong with me? Maybe it's this. What kind of system are you waking up inside every day? One that drains you, or one that supports who you're becoming? You don't need more pressure. You don't need more motivation. You need alignment. And that quiet decision to stop blaming yourself and start redesigning your life. That's where change actually begins. Not loudly, not instantly, but in a way that finally lasts. So the next time you feel stuck, don't ask if you're lazy. Ask something harder. Is your system helping you win, or quietly training you to fail?